Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Kirti Chabra, Assistant Professor, BPT Department. Today, I'm going to tell you about the ACL injury. So, ACL is perhaps the most commonly injured ligament in the knee, and it functions as primary stabilizer to prevent the anterior translation of the tibia on the fixed femur and posterior translation of the femur if tibia is fixed in a closed joint. It also serves as a secondary stabilizer to prevent the external and internal rotation as well as valgus and varus stress. It works in conjunction with the posterior cruciate ligament to control the gliding and rolling of the tibia on the femur during normal flexion and extension, limiting the hyperextension. Injury to ACL occurs as a result of sports related activities that place significant stress on the knee joint, as in cutting or jumping. There seems to be some evidence that individuals with a narrow intracondylar notch width may be at great risk for ACL injury. This is particularly evident in athletes with non contact injuries. Females tend to have a higher incidence of ACL injury than males. So, tear of ACL, it occurs in mid-substance of the ligament about 75% of the time, with 20% of the tears at the femur and 5% at the tibia. Non-contact injury twisting motion in which the foot is planted and athlete is attempting to change direction, creating the deceleration, valgus stress and external rotation of the knee. Example, shuttle run. It is possible that the ACL can be torn with contact involving a valgus force that can produce a tear of the ACL and MCL and possibly a detachment of the medial meniscus, originally described as the unhappy troid. So we have the three grades of the ACL sprain. So grade 1, there is a partial micro tears with some hemorrhage, but there is no increased laxity and there is firm endpoint. In the grade 2, there is incomplete tear with the hemorrhage, some loss of function, increased anterior translation, yet there is still a firm endpoint. It is painful and pain increases with the Lashman and the anterior broad stress test to diagnose the ACL injury. These are the two tests. And the grade 3 sprain is a complete tear with significant laxity with Lashman anterior broad stress test. There is also rotational instability as indicated by the positive pivot shift. The athlete will often report feeling and hearing a pop and feeling that the knee gave out. There is significantly pain initially, but pain decreases substantially within the several minutes. With a complete ACL tear, insignificant hemarthrosis occur within 1 to 2 hours. Thank you.